Hi.
Hello and welcome back.
It's been a minute.
I know it has been a little while. We haven't done a one-on-one.
Did you miss us?
I missed you.
I missed you too.
Bring it over here. Let it join us. So, much like how this bowl of raisins and almonds and cashews and pears are mixed together today,
I hate that
we're
music.
gonna talk the best mixture of me.
I don't want you to cut a single second of this. Can I finish it? We're gonna talk about like race in our experience in America and in Thailand of race. But Shannon decided to connect it to this bowl of mixed nuts.
Let's dive in.
Yeah, so I guess first I wanted to ask you, so China obviously is Chinese American, but American. So what do people, when people come up to us, what usually happens?
Here?
Yeah, here.
Oh, this is pretty typical. It happens quite often, probably about 4 times a week. Someone will come up, see Jenny, and look at her, acknowledge in their mind, oh, she's not from here, look at me and start speaking Thai. And I have to sit there and be like, I can see where you're drawing that conclusion, but unfortunately, I am like her. I am from America, I don't speak Thai. So the first thing I learned when I came to Thailand was Phu Thai my dad, which is I don't speak Thai. So it's either they assume I'm a translator, or the most common thing is where are you from?
It's like they pause, they look at her, they're like, they'll ask her, where are you from? She's like, America. And then they'll point at me and I'm like, America. And then they go back to China and they're like,
yeah.
And China's like,
still America. So I've honestly just started going China, America, Thailand.
yeah, and then it's,
that is my sentence. That is exactly what I say. That is the easiest way around it. But diving into that topic, it's very different because oftentimes in America I get, what are you? I'm a human being. I'm a girl. I'm a female. What would you like me
I'm
to
a
say?
dancer, I have a blog, I have...
I can list a lot of different things on what am I. Honestly, even when people ask me, oh, are you Korean? Because I get quite often, even here, a lot of people assume that I'm Korean, not Chinese. So when you say, oh, are you Korean? That gives me an opening to be like, oh, no, I'm Chinese. Even just saying, what's your background, is an appropriate way of phrasing that question. So in the US, it's very much just like, hey, what are you? Or here when they ask me, it's more so because I am in Asia now. There's Chinese people here, there's Japanese people here, there's Korean people here. We're all together now. So it's much more appropriate for them to say, hey, where are you? And then repeat the question and be like, no, where are you from? Did I just say, where are you?
Yeah, you said, but it's fine. You corrected it. You know, there's those things in America, or there are those people in America that are like, well, where are you from? Well, where are you from? And like they need to get to the bottom of it, and they need to know like how you got over here, what like the whole story with it, in order for them to feel.
Okay, so I often in America I get, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Alabama. No, where are you from? Birmingham. Where are you from? So yeah, that's just kind of my experience US, and then over here the difference between what are you over there and where are you from here.
So will people more often assume you're Thai?
It depends on how I dress, first of all. But even if they don't know that I'm American, most Thai people do look at me and kind of, they still try to speak Thai to me, but you can see kind of in their expression that they're pretty sure that I'm not Thai. I don't, like I said, I don't look Thai. So moving on to Jenny's experience over here, Miss Farong.
Farang! When people like point and say farang in my face, that's happened about 4 times. What I'm experiencing now, and I realized this a couple months back, I think it's like what, you know, minorities in America experience every day is like, you know, being not like one of many, but being one of like fewer amounts of like people that look like them. I think I took for granted like the privilege of being able to blend in to people, to blend into the masses. People are looking at me, they're like, I'm catching their attention, so I don't want to look slumped over and angry, you know, because then they're like, oh, what are they doing here angry? Like, why are they here? You know, then they ask those questions. So it's just, there's a lot of eyes, and I realized that that's kind of the experience of a lot of minorities in America, that I never really caught on to, and it's very eye-opening.
Ginny, no offense, sticks out like a sore thumb.
It's okay.
Because like I said, we're not in a tourist area. So in the US, I don't think I've ever experienced anything quite like that. But on the flip side of that, while I haven't been stared at, I've never been able to be invisible.
Yeah.
So coming over here, honestly, the flight over, we were on Korean Air because we had stopped. We went through Korea and then came here to Thailand. So that's the first time I have been fully surrounded by other Asians. Because honestly, I kind of forget sometimes that I am Asian. I grew up American. My nationality is American. So getting on the plane and being surrounded by Koreans and people that look like me, that was the first time that it clicked with me. I was like, whoa, this is different. And then when we really got submersed back here in Supan, that's when I was like, wow, I can blend in. You know, I can be invisible if I chose to be. Like, as long as I don't open my mouth, then no one really gives me a second look unless we're together.
I am so much more comfortable when I'm going with Chana somewhere, and that would just be with anyone. It's just like having someone who's speaking your language going with you. Because like when I'm alone, like I can now it's fine. Like I can pretty much tune the staring out. But honestly, it took me like 2.5 months to be like comfortable. Like I'd have to build up the courage on like a Saturday to go somewhere because I just know, like I'm like, okay, what should I wear, because people are gonna be looking at me.
Yeah, but on another note, so it's been interesting to kind of compare our experiences because like I said, I don't necessarily get stared at in America, but it has been a different experience for me to be over here and to blend in. But it's been fun to have Jenny here because, you know, she studied I almost said archaeology.
That too.
I know you did archaeology. She did study archaeology, but that's not the point we're trying to get across right now. She studied anthropology, so it's been nice to have a conversation with you that's like been well-rounded and not just like, this is how I feel and I'm uncomfortable, move on with our life. Like, sometimes we have those days where we just need to vent because it's just been, you know, crazy and hectic, and it's just homesickness, everything built up, culture shock. But a lot of times it's been nice to have both of us here because I'm not an anthropology major, but it's nice to hear Ginny's side of everything and bring something to the table.
So we just wanted to do this video because I mean we have a lot of good talks like this. Like I mean, it's been so nice. Just sometimes we just sit down, have a beer, and we just reflect on these kind of deep topics and intellectual topics, and we just wanted to like share them with you too, in case you may have these feelings sometimes even back home or like, you know, just in your everyday life. So, you know, if any of this felt relatable, then, you know, maybe you learned something. I don't know. I learned stuff talking about it. So
yeah, we've definitely learned a lot from each other, but
a lot. I've learned a lot from you.
Thank you. I've learned a lot from you too.
Thank you.
On that note, but follow us, Jenny from the Block, like Chinese Hannah, like and subscribe. Until next time, Chan Rock 2.
Oh.